we have to look at what does gender affirmative care look like. Gender affirmative care is any way that we address an individual that's struggling with their identity in order to affirm their gender of choice. And there's nothing wrong with gender affirmative care. However, how it's being translated by our governments and our schools are very different. And this is what we have. Again, looking at the end of violence and discrimination. Remember our assessment that we looked at earlier. Assessments always include the parents. They always include the student. Everybody has a job to do. Everybody is responsible. There's checking in constantly to look to see how things are going with the child. How is it going for you? Is this working for you? What needs to be changed? And if things need to be changed, they're changed. It's all about the student. Wrap around that kid and make them safe. That's what assessments are. How can we help you up? This is not what's happening with the SOGI. The way it's being implemented in our schools, it looks like this. No assessments, no parental involvement, no collaboration, no support team around the child, no social emotional learning, no training, no responsibilities at all, no search for comorbidity. We know that gender incongruence is associated with mental health challenges and with also trauma-associated behaviors. We know that it is often correlated with autism and ADHD and some personality disorders. This is substantiated by the research, and we're not looking for that. We are not helping our children by doing this. So what happens when we affirm the gender-affirming SOGI-related rights, as our schools are interpreting them? Rights of the child to self-identify. I'm going to focus on the school district that I come from. This is verbatim out of the school district policy manual. Self-identification to the gender of choice is the sole measure and only criteria that the school district uses for a child to choose a gender of their choice. Nothing else. Just a choice they get to choose. Would we think it's realistic to ask a child with epilepsy to self-identify and provide their own intervention? Would we ask a child who has cerebral palsy to self-identify and provide an intervention for their cerebral palsy? It's impossible. We would never do that. But we're doing that with our children every day in BC, in Canada, in many parts of the world. This is not helping our children. We are not helping our children.